everybody, if you're struggling to do your lead generation, you're going to love this hack. I'm Cathy Naiser, Maps Coach. I'm a Maps Coach and a listing agent, so I do lead generation too. And this is an amazing way for you to have fun. Many of you have trouble just making yourself go do your lead generation, and many are still trying to make phone calls. The point is, we can do two-way conversation. It doesn't have to be phone calls. So I was having a conversation with some other Maps coaches the other day about the fact, and I may get trouble for saying this out loud, gonna say it anyway, people aren't answering the phone as much anymore. Now, they still answer, and I'm not saying you shouldn't call. I still call. However, it can be very frustrating if that's all you're trying to do. So if they don't recognize the number, maybe you've called it several times, they're wondering who the heck you are, or they know you and your number, and they have time to talk to you, then they'll pick it up. Otherwise, they probably won't, and you could spend hours dialing and get hardly anybody on the phone. So try this hack, because the point is two-way conversation. So in the conversation with the coaches, several said that they used the reach out. I've tried that before. You can send a bunch of text messages to somebody. They're not customized at all, and there's no record of it. In order to see what you said to them and what y'all said, you have to look up their phone number. That's a little challenging. One of the coaches said she doesn't like texting like this, so she uses iMessage. Well, I fall in that category too, but I don't have a Mac. And the same problem exists. If you're iMessaging, there's no record of that. So I came up with this hack, and it is, I think, amazing. I think it's going to transform your world. Try it. So what you can do is, and it works really good on two screens. If you can go get a second free screen or cheap screen from somebody else, go do it, because it works really good with two screens. But if you only have one screen, you can just minimize and just go back and forth. So what you're going to do is, on one screen or tab, you're going to have a Word doc, and you're going to put 4 or 5 different text messages. So I did this for Mother's Day with my own database. Wanted to send a lot of Mother's Day messages. Knew people wouldn't answer the phone. So I created 5 different Mother's Day messages. One for mothers who I knew they were mothers. One for the fathers of the wife who's having a Mother's Day. One for people I knew maybe weren't mothers, but I know they give back in a mothering way. And then people that I wasn't sure if they were mothers. So I had a bunch of different text messages. And then on the other screen, I opened up my commands. It works beautiful in command if you have your tags. You have your contacts tagged in certain ways. And this works for rainmakers recruiting. This works for team leaders and OPs recruiting. This works for agents doing their lead generation and contacting their DTD2. So what you can do is open up command, open up the tags of the people that you're going to call. And then you've got the Word doc over here. So all you have to do is open up the set of contacts, open up the first one, look at it, see who they are, what they did, copy the text that's appropriate, put it over here, hit their number, send the text through Twilio, and then go to the next contact. Read their contact information, see which text is appropriate, put it in, send the text, go to the next contact. You can get through so many contacts in just a very short time. I wish so many people happy Mother's Day. Now, the point is a two-way conversation, right? So what you have to do throughout the day is watch the bell. Watch the bell at the top of your computer screen or on your phone, and when people text back, respond. So what do you say in these text messages? I recommend you use Phil Jones at OFQ. Opening, fact, question. Opening, hey, it's Cathy Naiser, Realtor. Fact, it's been a while since we talked, and I wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day. That's a fact. Question, do y'all have anything fun planned? And the question is not something like, when are you thinking about buying or selling a home, or what's motivating you? And by the way, this works very good for lead follow-up as well. Again, you have just different texts written there for different scenarios. But you want to ask a question that's going to lob it in their court and get them to lob it back to you. So, what do you have planned for Mother's Day? That lobs it over there. Many people lobbed back and said, Happy Mother's Day to you. We have so many mothers. Or, and we went back and forth. One guy a father, I think he thought it was a bot or an automated thing. So he said, I don't know, we don't have any plans. Do you have any ideas? So I replied back and said, yeah, Chris, ask her what she wants to do and then go do that. Let me know what you decide. Now this week I'm going to go back in and say, hey, what'd y'all decide and what did you end up doing? Now he knows I'm real. Now he knows that command number, because I always announce myself, hey, it's Cathy Naiser Realtor. So it doesn't matter that it's not my text number. People get called and text from all kinds of numbers. It doesn't matter that it's not your cell phone number. But this way you can do a whole bunch and all you have to do is respond. After a couple of lobs back and forth, you can say, is there anything you need from me? Do you know anybody thinking about buying or selling a home? But the point is to get the two-way conversation goes, and those count. Those count as contacts. So you already said you're a realtor, and they recognize that on it, so that right there is kind of a contact. So this is a great hack. It's so simple to use. There is a record of it and their response. That's all on your timeline in Command. So the next time you go in, you can see what you texted the last time. And you can see what their situation is. You can look back through their history. I recommend you try it. It'll transform your lead generation. If you have any questions, message me. Otherwise, have fun. Go get them. When agents shake enough trees, apples fall. That I know in my core to be true. So get out there, shake trees. I know you can do it.